How to say your tracks to video games. This is one of the games I wrote the music for last year. As pretty much always, the music reacts to what's happening in-game, planned in a written concept and realized via hundreds of hours of composing and implementing the music in the Unreal Engine or middleware to make it become alive and react. That's what makes game music so powerful. It's adaptive, interactive and dynamic. But when you start working on the soundtrack of a game, it almost never looks like this or this. If you're lucky, you get artworks. It mostly starts only with a conversation though, and a vision of a game developer. But that's more than enough. I always spend a huge amount of hours talking with the game dev to figure out how the game worked, to create a tailored concept with instrumental, melodic leitmotifs and all these other roles and functions of game music. The dynamic elements, the narrative, character background, the used colors, difficulty, session length, and so on. I write down everything. And then, step by step, a soundtrack evolves. In the best case, hand in hand with the actual development of the other elements of the game, so that every creative construction site can inspire and react to each other. So what I'm trying to say is you don't sell pre-made music to game developers. Nobody needs that. In that case, they could also go to pre-made libraries or use AI. Way cheaper, same result. Great soundtracks are made for games. That's what you sell and that's what people pay composers for. The knowledge to create the perfect music for the vision of the game the developer has in mind. And of course, the skill to make this knowledge become actual music. But that's also something that you simply train like a muscle. Today I still analyze and reconstruct soundtracks so much. I try to understand what the composer did and why he did what he did. 10 years ago, I did that at least 3 times a week. I spent thousands of hours on that, but the best thing is, I would have done that anyway, even without the goal of making this become a job, because I simply love game music. There's an infinite amount of game developer students out there who try to become a game developer and who are looking for people who want to learn with them together. I worked on way more than 100 no-budget or super low-budget productions, only to get some experience and to get better together. And a bunch of these people came back years later, but this time with a budget. And even if not, every single time I learned something and I had huge fun becoming a better composer every single day.